for a simple project, I wanted to get something cheap that I'm not going to use it often, but I don't have to worry about, you know, bringing it back and forth, and I can just leave this in the shed, and that's what I did. And so far, I'm actually impressed, especially with this impact driver. Okay, so here's going to be the difference. This is using the drill with the screw, and watch what happens if you're to do this with the drill and you don't have the torque setting right. And now what I just did was basically spin the screw. In the end, that's not really good. So this is where it comes in handy to use something like a impact driver, where it will sense the torque and it will stop once it can't screw it in anymore. So that's when you stop. And you don't want to keep turning it, because then you're gonna over torque it and then do the same thing as I did with the drill. So this is primarily used for driving in a screw. And again, you know, once it clicks once or twice, you want to just let go. Now the drill has the 2 speeds basically. And of course you got the second speed, which is pretty fast. That's a fairly decent torque. It does have a light, so if you're doing this somewhere a little bit dark, that does help. And you have the torque setting here as well, which, you know, is great, especially if you're drilling and driving screws in. You want to make sure that these torque settings are done properly. So, you know, what I would do is actually start with a low setting if you're putting in screws, but you have the standard switch here, so you can, you know, reverse it or drill in, and then if you keep it in the middle, it locks it in place. So if you're moving around with this, you don't have to worry about it accidentally going off. You know, you get that, which is really nice, on top of these driver bits as well. You got 2 sets of the flathead, 3 of the Phillips in different sizes, which is nice. And you got the hex head as well as a T15 and T25. These star nuts are common with deck screws and other building screws. So you get the battery charger. I'm going to show you real quick. It does have the buttons on the side, so it latches in properly. And you also have these mounting holes if you want to mount this vertically, and you simply pop it off. So, you know, it's secure, it's nice in place. So you also do have the belt clip, which I forgot to mention. So you can take it off. It's just a Phillips screw right there if you don't want it. But if you wanted to hang it like off your belt, any sort of a holster, then you can do that as well. So it comes down to what you're going to be doing. But this is absolutely a great tool for if you're just starting. And, you know, for me, if I'm not using it as often, this works perfectly fine. So I'm very happy with it. So just definitely check it out.